Done.
Hello. This is
Week 7.
Week
Gonna be
7.
week 7.
Yeah.
Indeed. Welcome, guys. This is this week's League Manager's Note. We're joined today by Matt Hobart, your reigning champion, Joel Gibson, and as always, the Commissioner.
Hello.
It has been crazy how many weeks, we're now up to 2, where Joel has come out victorious in the last 2 minutes of the entire week.
Yeah.
It happened with Cody.
Yeah.
Now it happened with CJ. Just can never count Joel out, I guess. So, anything you want to say to CJ after beating him?
CJ, it shouldn't have been as close as it was. I actually thought you had it at one point. Rudy Gobert had a monster week. You cycled all week. Just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I shouldn't have played Miles Turner today. I don't know why I did. I just did. And but if I hadn't, this thing would have been wrapped up long ago. Good week, man. But Rudy Gobert isn't that good. And Sacramento, Philly, I would have just fucking closed the door on your dick. So.
Oh.
Yeah, that would have definitely hurt. Matt, I know that you were also just very saddened by Joel winning.
Yeah.
Hi, Matt.
You're just an arrogant fuck.
Moving along, I beat Adam 8-3. It was the largest margin this week. I led the SmackDown. It was unfortunate. Chris Paul got the triple-double after Adam gave them to me. Thank you again. I will be moving on. 4-2. 0-6 for Adam. Keep going, buddy.
You'll get
Keep
there.
going. You'll get there. You'll
Maybe.
get there. Next is the Battle of the Stevens. The V versus PH.
Yeah.
Another blowout in which Simmons beat The Walking Dead, or our beloved Steven with a V.
I think now, I mean, Steven's team is The Walking Dead. There's zombies out there.
There's zombies out there. There's no life in them whatsoever.
This is...
There's no life. They're not alive at all.
You know how the show has gone on too long?
Right.
Well, like, this is basically the season of The Walking Dead where there's just no people left and we're just watching zombies.
Just zombies walking around.
That's what season this is.
Matt carried away in on this matchup. I mean, it was pretty excessively won by Simmons. 7-2-2, by the way, was the score.
Yeah.
Simmons will also move on to 4-2. Steven 1-5. Bottom of the barrel.
Retro.
Rut-row. And so now we'll get to Matt's matchup. Matt moves to 2-4 after having Kyle on the ropes for much of the week. We're very confused about why Matt did not cycle earlier in the week. He didn't put Paul George on his IR.
I thought he was coming back. I thought he was coming back.
Guys, he's
doing all he can. It's pretty clear that if Matt would have used a cycle, that he would have beat Kyle, but Kyle gets another win.
Yeah.
He moves on to 5-1, while Matt's 2-4.
I believe I even said, I believe I even said in last week's manager note that Matt's own stupidity would cost him the matchup. Like, I just had faith that Kyle wouldn't fuck it up and that Matt would.
Right, and you were absolutely right.
100%.
Do you care to weigh in?
No.
Or we're just going to move on?
Let's move on.
All right, we're moving on. Next one is going to be Neiman crushes Xavier. It was 7-4. Neiman has 3 triple-doubles this week, making 10 total. Neiman's going to get a triple-double every week, everybody.
Yeah.
Every week, I'm pretty confident he's going to have a triple-double.
Yeah.
And he moves Xavier to 0-6. Neiman moves to 4-2.
Yeah. Neiman's not to be fucked with.
I agree.
I agree.
Last matchup this week is going to be Eric beating Cody at home. This matchup was extremely close. could have
Second
easily, could have easily gone in Cody's favor for sure. Cody is just losing to some good teams. It's really unfortunate. He moves to 3-3. Eric will be 5-1. I mean, Cody's pretty good.
Cody's
I think we
good.
all understand that. He's just hitting some really rotten luck.
Poor bastard. Eric's good though. Eric's good.
Eric's good. Like I said, he moves on to 5-1. Cody will be at 3-3.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we'll get into next week. We are just zooming right along, man.
Hold on. Did you want to talk about the divisions at all? Since we're talking about records?
Yes. With Joel winning, he tied it up. It's 3 wins for the West, 3 wins for the East.
Yeah.
So really, really good. Good first week. I thought the West was going to win after CJ went ahead. I was really excited we were going to be up 4-2. Congratulations to my West companions that won. I wish we could have went 4-2 this week, but that's all right. We'll get them next week. I'm not worried.
I just want you all to lose. I don't give a shit what division you're in. I'm your fucking champion, and every fucking week I hope you all lose. That's how I feel about the damn thing.
That is very, very touching. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay, so our first matchup for next week is going to be Joel is away at Xavier. I think Joel's going to win this match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's not
You
going
can have
to
that.
win.
You can have that one.
It's not going to come down to the last 2 minutes this week. That's for sure.
No.
Xavier, we remind you to set your lineups.
But you don't.
I don't think it matters regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like every league manager's known I'm going to say it. Hoping that he changes his ways, but maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see.
Next matchup, another one that is just the garbage bowl for next week. It is going to be Adam at Steven. 0-6 Adam at 1-5 Steven. This could be Adam's first chance to get a win.
Well, here's the thing, okay? Steven could double his win output, or Adam could get his first win. Either way, whatever happens is highly insignificant. So it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good to watch.
I'm not looking at that matchup very much this week. I might just turn in at the very end and wow, that's nice. Great.
Good for you.
Great. Next one is going to be quite a compelling matchup, at least from a friend standpoint. It's going to be Matt at CJ. CJ coming off a very hard loss this week, and Matt is looking for answers at 2-4.
Also future roommates.
Roommates.
You know, I think there should be a little bit of a rivalry.
Yeah.
You know?
East versus West again. It's just going to be interesting. We'll see if Matt can use that IR next week.
We'll see what happens.
What's the
We
pecking
forgot to pick Adam versus Steven. So
Um,
I'm going to pick Steven at home.
I picked Steven too.
Adam, it's nothing personal, man. I just think you have a lot of questions on your team, and you just can't kill zombies, man. It's a problem. Matt, who do you got on that one?
I'm going to go with Steven.
Steven at home, okay?
Well, Adam's still going for that pick.
Adam's going for that number 1 pick. He's going to be just fine. Next one, like we said, is going to be Matt at CJ. I'm going to have to pick CJ at home here. I think that CJ is determined as shit to win. He's not going to let Matt beat him. CJ knows how to cycle.
He does. He may want to be careful with that, but he does know how to cycle. He is dealing with some injuries though. Paul Millsap.
Right. We still don't know what's going on fully there. Paul George has returned for Matt, so
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an argument. I think that it's going to be close, and that's why I think it's compelling. I just think that there's no way Matt's going to get a triple-double next week. So I'm going to take CJ at home, given he only needs 5 categories.
I'm always more than happy to bet against Matt. So CJ it is.
Fine. It's fine.
Matt, who are you going to pick for that
I'm
matchup?
coming for you, CJ.
All right. Well, he still has the confidence to pick himself.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Next one.
Fucking dark horse.
These next three are extremely compelling this week. There's going to be a lot of stuff decided this week, I think.
Yeah.
We'll start with Cody at Kyle. Cody is going to be 3-3, and like we said, Kyle is going to be 5-1. Kyle's back to home court. He's won, I think it's up to twice now at home with a tie.
Yeah.
I am hard pressed to pick him this week, and I feel really bad because I told him I would pick him against quite a few people, but that was only. I don't know. I'm really torn about this one. Give me a couple minutes. You guys talk. I'm gonna think about it.
I'm gonna go Kyle. I'm not someone who believes that luck just like turns itself. Like Cody is just going through bad luck, and I don't think it's just gonna reverse itself. Like I think he's just he's just fucked right now.
If he loses a tie, another bad loss.
Yeah, I just see I've seen life spiral out of control. Like just bad thing. I think that's his fantasy basketball team right now.
Okay, Matthew, who are you gonna take?
Probably Kyle.
Kyle at home.
Yeah, Kyle at home.
He is a West. I'm really struggling, Cody. I do love you, man, but I think I'm going to take Kyle at home in a tie as well. I think it's going to be in a tie. I don't think it's going to be any different unless somebody gets the triple-double. But I think it's going to be a tie. 5-5-1. Kyle will win it at home again. Next one, sorry, Cody. Like I said, next one is going to be Neiman away at Eric. Neiman is going to be 4-2. Eric's going to be 5-1. Like we said earlier, Neiman is going to get a triple-double every week.
Yeah.
Even if he gets multiples this week, I think that he stands a good chance. Now, as far as Eric goes, he just continues to put up monster numbers. Just monster numbers. DeRozan, always on fire. Greek Freak is a sensation so far this year.
Yeah.
I just don't know if Neiman's going to have enough to overpower him. I'm, again, going to go with the West, and I'm going to take Eric at home.
Further elaborating, I haven't really looked at what Dwight Howard's numbers have been like without Paul Millsap on the floor. That could change her factor, make a big week for Dwight. I think I'm going to pick Eric, too.
Matthew?
Yeah, I'll stay with Eric.
Okay. I love when Matt's on here because it never increases our time. He says 3 words and we move on.
Yeah.
The last one, and I think the most compelling matchup this week, is going to be mine. Yes. Simmons, you are coming into my house. You are injured beyond belief. And you still somehow have a player advantage next week, last time I checked. I think it's 1, but I just have a really slow week next week. It's still going to be close, but I think that I can maintain 5 categories, and I think that I have a better chance at a triple-double than you do. So I'm going to win, and I'm going to be the one that moves on to 5-2. I'm going to win it for the West. This one's for you, boys.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you, I guess.
You're welcome.
I want to root for you, Simmons, but I also think I'm going to take Brandon. The injuries are just a little bit much right now.
And Reggie Jackson's back.
And Reggie Jackson's back.
About to fuck some shit up.
I think that's an issue. Sorry, man. I mean, it's possible, but my bets are with Brandon.
Thank you. Of note, though, I'd just like to say credit to Simmons. Even with all of his injuries he took this week, still had 69 3-pointers. I still continue to be in awe of his 3-point prowess. Yeah. Just insane.
Yeah. Dude's a gunner.
Dude's a gunner. Matthew, who are you going to pick?
I'll go with Brandon this time.
Wow, we're all unanimous. So diverse.
Because
really
got all the big men on his team.
I do. I worry about Adams. I could be injured, and like I said, with my soft week with my bigger players, I think that little injuries could hurt me. But like I said, I think that if I have to, I'll just cycle and run my usual game. Either way, I'm gonna win.
Well,
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? I finally got the rule book out.
yeah.
Appreciate everybody's feedback. I don't think I missed anything. I mean, it's pretty elaborate. If there are any issues, we can always address it.
Yeah.
Like I said, just follow the rule book, and you'll be just fine. You'll be just fine.
You'll be just fine.
Anything else from you, sir?
No. Thanks again for playing, guys. We're getting to, what would we say, like about a third way through the season already?
Yeah. Yep.
So, we're
Just
well
over
in
a
progress. Yeah, just over a third. Where the season's well in progress. It's going well for the most part. Thank you all. And, yeah.
That's all.
That's where shit gets real.
Matthew, do you want to increase
Nope,
your word
good
count
luck.
at all?
That's it.
Excellent. All right, see you
Excellent.
guys next
Bye.
week.